Hi, this is Al with Landlord.com. I got something special for you today. I'm going to share something from our resource library. It's going to be how to take credit cards, how to be able to accept them using an invoice system through email. And why is this important is because you become more small business friendly. They are oftentimes short on cash and they're waiting for the cash to come in. So being able to work with their credit cards really helps them out. Also, you're better able to compete for people who are looking for points and for travel rewards. You don't want to exclude them. You don't want to give them a reason to go to a hotel or have to go through Airbnb. And you want to become more essential worker friendly. They're often in a hurry and there's a big upfront cost for them to cover that security deposit, first month's rent, and all their travel expenses. So that's why you want to be able to work with a credit card. And I recommend going through the invoicing process. Now here's how you set up. This is where you put it all together. You look for what's going to cost, what's the amount that you're trying to bill them. Is it the monthly rent and the security deposit and the move out cleaning fees, all that together? So you get that number first, your total. And then you need to figure out how much is it going to be for that transaction cost. How much is the credit card fee going to be? Because you don't want to pay that. You want to have your client pay that, okay? You want to push it onto them. So you want to calculate what that is. And once you have those two numbers, then you add them together, and then that's going to be what your total invoice is. That's the amount you're going to want to invoice to them. Okay, so it's all pretty much the same. These different companies like PayPal, Stripe, and Square, when it comes to invoicing, they all pretty much have the same fees, 2.99 or 2.9, and then they tack on a different rider fixed fee depending on what country they're coming from. So the first thing you need to do is you need to set up an account. If you have a PayPal, if you have a Stripe, you go ahead, enter your email, enter your banking information, and get all set up. In this example, we're going to use PayPal because that's what I currently have, and I'm just going to show you what I'm doing for a current client who is remodeling a care facility, and they're going to be in town for a few months, and I want to extend their booking, so we're going to do it through an invoice. So once you're set up, you go to selling with PayPal, and you want to double check my numbers, okay? Double check, look at their fees. Their standard fees for doing a domestic transaction, you can see is 2.99 plus this fixed fee. And right now in 2023, their fixed fee is 30 cents. So here we go. Let's put some numbers to this. Monthly rent plus the security deposit. For me, I'm just going to bill for their monthly rent is $2,097. Now I happen to own this unit. That's why it's so inexpensive. I'm able to make my margins that way. And a credit card fee, let's figure out what that's going to be. Let's figure out what the credit card fee is. So you look at the monthly rent, which I'm going to bill them the total, and it's going to be multiplied by that 2.99%, and then I'm going to add on the fixed fee. Let's do that right now. So the total I'm going to bill is $2,079, and then that fixed fee is 30 cents, and to account for the percentage, you want to make it 2 decimal places to the left, okay? 2 plus to the left, so it looks like that. And then you're going to multiply that 0.299 times your total amount, which is $2,079, and then you're going to add on the 30 cents, and that's going to be $62.46. So there you have it. I'm going to add that to my total amount, and my total invoice is going to be $2,141.46. Just go and actually go do that. Remember, you have to set up your PayPal account or your Stripe account, get your account set up, and then if it's PayPal, you go to pay and get paid option, and then under there is going to say create an invoice, and that's what we're going to do. Let me walk you through this step by step. You start off with your client's email address. You're going to drop that in there, and then you put in your total amount. In this case is $2,079, and then give it a good description so they know exactly what it is, and a year from now you're going to know what this is for too. So make sure you put a date on that description. And then here's where you're going to put in your transaction costs. Remember, $62.46. And then you check your total, make sure your total invoice is correct, Yep, it's correct. $2,141.46. And then from there, you want to specify when it's due, and it's due upon receipt. Now, right now, it's the 18th of the month, and I want to make sure that this is paid before the end of the month so that covered for the next month that he wants to book. So it's due upon receipt. And then the next thing you do is you click the send button once all that's done, and you send it off to them, and they have it. And that's all you have to do from there is wait to get paid. You might want to do some reminders if needed, but that's all there is to it. Now again, why do you want to be able to work with invoices and credit cards? If it's a physical credit card, they can use this invoice with it based on their email address. Anyone who has a physical credit card and an email address is now able to pay you. That's a great reason. And this makes it small business friendly. They are oftentimes paid on 30, 60, 90 days. So they're waiting around for the money. They often use credit cards to help them manage their cash flow. So you're going to be able to get those type of people. And you're going to be better able to compete for folks who are trying to get cash back rewards and driftful travel points. You're not going to force them to go through Airbnb to get that benefit. And also, you're making yourself more essential worker friendly because they're in a hurry and they're going to be waiting to get reimbursed from their first paycheck. So you're going to make yourself attractive to them. And all this results in giving yourself a little edge, and that results in giving more bookings and less vacancy and more money for your business. So that's what we're talking about. Now, if you like these types of details, you're going to really love our coaching and training program. This is one of the modules that goes inside of our resource library. You can check out our coaching and training program. It's at extendedstaylandlord.com. And if you're looking for a payment plan, check out leadinglandlord.com/easy-pay. That's going to give you a 12-month plan. It actually sets you up so that you can get the information, implement it, and start making money and pay off the course. That's what I really want. I want you to make the money so it's essentially free for you. Okay, the links are in the description, so go ahead and check that out, and I'll see you on the next video.